Hey everyone, this is the PicoPro. This is the box that it comes in. Make sure that you scan the QR code on the front or on the card inside so that you can download our desktop or mobile app. I've got one connected here. I've got a few LEDs connected to the outputs, a push button here, and some speakers and power. Normally these would be maybe solenoids, relays, or LED lights. This could probably be a beam sensor or motion sensor. The PicoPro can be purchased with 2, 4, or 8 outputs. They all have all of these output terminals in case you want to upgrade at a later date. The way that you know how many outputs yours has is when you power it up. So you're going to watch the output LEDs and you'll see however many outputs are enabled, that many output LEDs will come on. So you'll see here, this one has all 8 outputs activated. Now, if you just wanted to quickly record an animation, you just tap the record button. You see recording starts. I can activate the 2 outputs here. Play that back by tapping the 4 button, and you can see it play back. If I wanted to record just one output at a time, I would hold that until you see those output LEDs turn on, and then I'll just keep tapping the buttons until only that output LED is on. So now output 1 will record, and all of the other outputs will just play back. So 2 will be blinking since that's what we did last time. So I'm going to tap record again. You'll see 1 is recording and 2 is just playing back what we recorded in the last pass. If I wanted to record outputs 5 through 8, I just hold the record button a bit longer. And now you can see we're on 5 to 8. I'll just leave all 4 of those on. Now when I tap record, 1 and 2 will play back, and I'll record 5 through 8. And you can see if I want to play that back, it all plays back. Now I could trigger the external sensor now, and then that plays back like that. You can cancel playback by tapping the play button at any point if you want. And that's basically how you record it. It's pretty simple. Now, if we wanted to make it a little more interesting and add sound, we could bring up our app. So this one's already been adopted and is connected to Wi-Fi. So watch the Getting Started video to learn how to do that. So we'll just go into the scene menu here. Go into the input 1 scene. You can see we've got our 9 seconds of animation. Going to upload a sound. Sound uploads. And now next time we trigger it, you can hear that sound playing back. We'll might as well record some animation that matches it. So we'll tap record here. Actually, first I'm going to select outputs 1 through 4. I'll turn all 4 outputs on. Now when I tap record, the sound's going to start playing, and I'll just record in sync with that sound. And we can play that. And you can see it just, animation plays back in time with the sound. So that's how you record with the buttons on the device. If you want to see what it looks like if you were to use one of the apps, you can just go into one of the scene settings here. If you're on a mobile device, the keypad will be the default option. That will look something like this on your phone. You get a box for each of the outputs that are activated on the device. As soon as you start tapping these virtual buttons on the phone, you can see the outputs on the device are actually turning off and on. You could quickly record a scene. Play that back. When you click the X, it'll ask you if you want to save it. You can say yes. And now, if you trigger the device using the button, it'll play that back. If you're on a desktop device, then your interface will be a little bit different. By default, you will get the timeline interface. If you click on that, you see the sound waveform, and you can see the outputs here in sync with that waveform. If you were to play it, nothing would happen by default. But if you want to see the outputs on the device change in real time, you have to activate this button here. So you click that, and now whenever I tap the keys on the keyboard, tapping 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see the actual outputs on the device turning on. So if you wanted to record this way, you could tap record, press spacebar, sound starts playing, and you can make a little animation like that. You can just drag the end of scene out to the sound here. You can just draw outputs in with your mouse if you want. Drag the playhead to any point in the timeline and tap play. If you tap play anywhere but the beginning of the sound will play on the computer. You see that here. The only way the device can play the sound is if you start the scene from the beginning. Once you're done editing in here, you just tap save. The animation is uploaded to the device, trigger it on the device, and that animation plays back. So that's our brief crash course on the PicoPro. Please remember to scan this QR code here if you have any other questions or issues. That will take you directly to our support page for this product where we have wiring diagrams and other useful information. If you don't find your answer here, then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can email us from there. Thanks for watching.